welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, nice meeting you. Hello, my name's Simran. I'm on like some weird energy because I know the sun's gonna set in the next 10 minutes and I need to film this whole video in the next 10 minutes. I know it's currently March and you're thinking, why, Simran, why? It is so late to be doing this. I don't believe in the Roman calendar. I make goals when I want to. New Year is actually October 32nd and we celebrate by counting to 30 instead of backwards from 30, and that's just what we do out here. I told myself I was going to do this video, and by filming this video I'm being held accountable for my goals. Yeah, I've been wanting to make a vision board for so long. At one point I was like, those are dumb, and then I was like, those are cute, and I was like, those are dumb, and now currently a month ago thought they were cute, and now I'm kind of hesitant about it again. But you know, we're too far into this to back out. Like, that's the motto of this video. We're too far into this year to back out of our New Year's goals. That's one way to think of it. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you all my goals. I have them in my bullet journal. I have lots of space under to add more goals as the year goes around, or just do the bare minimum. These are a lot in themselves, like it's fine. I separated them into 4 categories. I have personal, random, academic / career, and then for myself, like hobby related. So let's get started, shall we? So starting off in personal, I want to create and follow a morning routine out of the 3 best habits that benefit me. I've seen a lot of videos that are like, doing these 10 habits in the morning will change your life. And I think that's great, but for now, I would just like to have a good morning routine that I actually follow. But that's one. And then going off of that, I also want to create and follow a night routine with my top 3 habits. Whatever the top 3 habits that benefit me are, I just want to use those. Next, I want to drink at least 100 ounces of water a day. I took this quiz thing online and it told me that based on my height and weight, I should be drinking like a baby's worth of water a day, equal to like an 8-pound baby. That's how much I weighed in 2000 when I was born. Like, what? That much water? So I decided to start off with 100 ounces. So we have work to do there. I want to strengthen my body. I originally always have workout. I have a workout habit tracker in my bullet journal every single month. Every single month I put it in there, things can be different. I don't know what I need to do to motivate myself to do something and like get in shape, but I need to do it fast. I want to work on my Hindi. I can understand it. I can speak it in absolutely necessary situations, but I'd like to just be able to like pull it out on someone and be like, I want to get more decisive. This is like one of those goals. It's like, I don't know how to begin with it, but I can't make decisions for my entire life. If you know me, I will be saying, but what if, making pros and cons charts for the most basic decisions. It'd be nice to like know what I want and when I want it. I want to take better care of my hair. This is how it currently looks. I was looking at old pictures from freshman year of high school and my curls were so much nicer. I want to work on my FOMO. I have really bad FOMO. I've definitely improved on this already. I've noticed I will make time for myself if needed and focus on like doing my own thing if needed, but there's always space for improvement there. I used to really struggle with like making time to do my own things. I'd rather just be around everyone else. My next one is make a vision board. I want to be less materialistic. I find myself finding joy in buying things, which is something that's weird to admit and say out loud. I feel like I want to cut down on that, and like a lot of times I'll be like eyeing this one product for a super long time and then I'll buy it and I'll be like, yay! But then a couple months or like 6 months down the line, I'll be like, oh, whatever, I moved on to the next big trend. And I know that like that's very normal in a consumeristic based society, but it'd be nice to like not. I want to work on sustainability. That kind of goes with the last one. And one thing that's great about like moving out or going to college is you get a chance to kind of restart. So like I, instead of buying Ziploc bags, invested in reusable ones and I've been using those. But overall, I just want to improve my sustainability. I want to journal more. I've been journaling since like 2nd grade. So it's really cute to read my 2nd grade journals to my middle school journals. But in high school, I fell off and didn't journal as much. Now I view journaling as more just something to do to clear my mind. So I want to make more time for journaling. I want to find out what makes me happy and choose myself sometimes. That sounds so like we really turned into a whole self-help book right here. But I just want to know, like, what are the things that make me the happiest that I do? Because I do a lot of things, but what truly makes happiness within me, or versus what are things that I wish made me happy, if that makes sense. On to the academic / career goals of the year. Number 1 is to work on my work ethic. And I definitely worked on this a little bit, but there's definitely still places to go. I want to raise my GPA. She's looking a little crusty right now and I think she has some room for improvement. I want to practice good study habits. This goes with the first one. I wrote this back in January and I said I wanted to successfully launch Creative Tech Design, which is my club. Well, I'm the co-president of it, and it is Santa Cruz's first premier UX UI product design club on campus, and I would say we successfully launched. I would like to keep up with it though, and keep up with the club because it really is my little baby and I love it so much. I want to build my portfolio. This is like more career based. I want to learn to use Figma. This is something, once again, I wrote in January, and since then I've already worked on that a lot, and I feel like I know how to use it pretty well. I want to create my first website, which once again I've already done, and it is March, but I like to keep creating them. And then I want to design my first product, which is something I'm also doing right now. So those ones we're doing good on. I think I can definitely add to this category because I'm already like starting to achieve things in this category, not like tooting my own horn, just like, yay, like we're actually doing what we said we'd do. Next, onto my hobbies category. I wanted to post 2 videos a month on minimum. I did not do that in January. January I went, but February I posted literally weekly, I'm pretty sure. Basically weekly. Like I think there was a little gap in between, but like basically weekly. So I think that makes up for January. I want to use hobbies as rewards. That's kind of random. This is kind of a hefty one, but I wrote 2. I wrote hit 5K subscribers and hit 10K subscribers. I don't gain subscribers often, and I don't think I like grow that fast, so I don't know if this will happen, but law of attraction says you have to attract in your life, so I'm gonna say, yeah, it's gonna happen, guys. Thank you. I did hit 10K yesterday. And then I want to get my disposables developed. And then my last little category is like random. These aren't really goals, but just things that like, I'm gonna do this year, and that's that. So there's not a lot of things here, so I'm just gonna go through them. Number 1, I want to go to Homeroom. It's a mac and cheese place in Oakland, and everyone says it's the best, and I just want to go because I love mac and cheese. If you know me, it's my favorite food, and therefore I feel like I should have gone by now. There's just been a lot of obstacles in my way, and I'm determined to fight them all and go. I want to have a dink time day. This sounds kind of dumb, but basically me and 2 of my closest friends, Isha and Naisha, we met and like officially became super close friends about a year ago, and we decided we were going to celebrate that by having a dink time day because our group chat's called Tank Time Bros. This all sounds super middle school, but I think it's cute and I'm excited for it and I'm determined for it to happen. We also wrote Galentine's Day, which we did do. I did have a Galentine's Day. Who's we? Me and my 4 brain cells? Like what? But I had a great Valentine's Day, so I could check that off. I also wrote yoga on the beach. Finally, I wrote go to a music festival or concert. This has been on my list for the past 3 years, but in 3 years I haven't gone to a concert. I've been to a good amount of concerts, and I love all the concerts I've gone to, and I'm grateful to have gone to go, but I really want to go to another one. So those are like my little goals. Obviously, like they're not, some of them are kind of big and some of them are smaller. I just want to be able to like spread them out and like see what I could achieve in a year. Some ways that I found help keep me accountable for these goals. I've made quarterly check-ins. So in my January section, because I am on the quarter system that does help for school, I've made a little quarterly goal section in January that goes over things I want to work on that quarter. And so that way, when I look at the whole quarter, at the end of the quarter, I can go in and check in what I did, what I didn't do, and how I could do that for the next quarter if I hadn't done it, and just do a little reflection. And doing that reflection throughout the year helps you make sure you reach your goals because you're checking in on your goals. Another thing is I also like to split up some of my smaller goals into monthly goals, like designing a website. I put that in a monthly goal, and I got it done pretty early in the year because I checked myself up on it and I reminded myself, and it was something that like, it was feasible for me to do in a month. So instead of putting it off, I was like, February is the month we're doing that. And I did that. Another way to help reach your goals is to split them into mini goals. So like for water, I haven't done this, but I'm thinking of doing this, where I start off and I just want to finish my hydro flask every single day for like a month. That'd be my 1 month goal. Next month, drink 2 of them. Next month, drink 3 of them, like so forth. That way you slowly can inch up to your end goal. And then my last piece of advice would be to put your goals somewhere where you see them every day. In my bullet journal, though I see my bullet journal every day, I don't see all my goals every day because I don't flip to that page. I tend to just flip to my weekly spread. So I put whatever goals I'm focusing on in like a little section there, or like just as my habit trackers to remind myself that those are things that I want to work on. And then another way to put them where you can see them every day is to make a vision board, because by looking at the vision board, you'd see the vision board every day and you'd be like, I need to work on that. Let's get working. So that's what we're going to do now. So starting off, I decided to make my vision board for my phone wallpaper, and I'm using canva.com just because Canva is super easy to use and super intuitive, and best part, it's free, and I just made it to the dimensions of a phone wallpaper, which I just searched up what would be for my phone and then use those numbers. And then I'm going ahead and importing a folder of photos which I already created on my laptop called 2020 vision, and I picked out a bunch of photos. I'll explain how I picked my photos in a second. But yeah, I imported them all in, and then I just started playing around, putting them in, and like making it how I'd like it to look aesthetically, because it is something you're gonna be looking at every day. So you want to look at it and be like, that's my dream life. It's kind of like a Pinterest board in the way that it's like your dream life. So you want to feel inspired when you look at it, and to me that means making it look super just basic and aesthetic, and that's just like how I like things. So that's what I'm doing here. To pick out my photos, what I did is for basic like artsy photos, like ooh, yoga on the beach, ooh, how my room's gonna look, I went to Pinterest and I just searched up like visco or like aesthetic, and then like whatever I was looking for. As for more career goals though, that can be pretty hard to find on Pinterest, so I kind of went to Google Photos and I just played around there. Or also, I like for my subscriber goal, I have 5,000. Obviously I don't have 5,000 subscribers, so I just kind of edited it to make it look how I want it to look on Canva, just like by using a bunch of like overlays and then playing around with the text using just like the text feature. It's pretty intuitive, you can figure it out. If not, there's probably better tutorials of people who actually know what they're talking about doing tutorials on that, so I would check out those if you're interested in how I did that. And then what I did is in the center of both my vision boards, I put this Tech for Good logo. Tech for Good is a research opportunity on campus at UC Santa Cruz, but what I did is I chose to use this in the middle because it inspired me to remind me to apply for internships and research, but also it's like the cutest little smiley face. Like, I'm literally obsessed with the logo. It's so cute. So it's kind of like a double meaning logo to me, which is why I really liked it. And then I just did the exact same thing for my laptop after downloading the other one. And I used a little bit of different pictures for both, just because when I'm on my laptop, I feel like I'm in a different headspace than when I'm on my phone. And also, since my laptop screen is bigger, I could fit more pictures in, make it a little more detailed. And so that's why I downloaded so many pictures in the first place. I wanted to have options. Once I was done with both, I just went over to Visco and I downloaded the photos onto there, just airdropped it to my phone, and I played around with the filters. There's this for you, like for this photo filter option on Visco, so I used that to pick the filters because that way it like complements the photo best. And then I just like played around with exposure and everything just to make it look a little bit more basic and aesthetic, because that's apparently what inspires me, basic and aesthetic things. So that's what I'm doing. I did the exact same thing for my Mac desktop. I also, for the laptop desktop one, I added quotes like ambition from within because I had space to add things like that. So as you can see, it says like ambition from within. And I don't know, I really like the laptop one. I think it's super cute. I honestly love both of them. They really inspire me when I look at them. I'm like, heck yeah, let's get to work. So that's kind of what your vision board's main focus should be. Then I just set my phone screen to be my background. As you can see here, that's what I'm doing. No perspective zoom, all that. And then I'm doing the same thing for my laptop. This is how you set your screensaver. If you didn't know, I honestly never changed mine because I kind of like the Apple one. But it was my first time changing it. And I didn't like it on the full screen. I thought it was chaotic with my folders. So instead, I made it center and I made the background color match the Tech for Good smiley face. And I just think that is so cute. I don't know. I really, really like it. So you could play around with it and make it however you want. But yeah. If you enjoyed this video, if you did, give it a big thumbs up. And I'll see you very soon in another one. If I don't, it'd be really awkward, so that's why I just subscribe so that I see you, and it's not just like a see you again and then you don't see them again. Like that's so weird. Okay, bye. Little did I dream.